The last thing we're going to do today is automating your effects. If you look at this instruction, this is very detailed. If you just, I'm just going to follow step 1, and you look at the diagram, it's all numbered there. To show automation envelopes, enable automation mode by clicking the toggle button above the track headers. And you see where is number 1. Number 1 shows you there's a little button here with 2 circles joined together. Pop. Now it's on, it's blue. Okay. When it's on, I can now do the step number 2. Click on a tracks mixer. So follow step 1, follow the diagram number 1. You can switch on the automation mode. Point 2, click on the tracks mixer or device control. So I'm going to do the drum loop. Number 3, envelopes appear in the track's main automation lane. There is no, right now, look at that. Ooh, there's a dotted line there. Ooh, when I put my mouse over it, it lights up. Ooh, this is the automation for mixer on. I'm not going to play with that because this just makes the sound go on or off. Instead, I am going to drag in an auto filter. I'm going to drag in an auto filter onto my drums. So let's look at point number 4, the device chooser. Right now, my device chooser says mixer. Instead of mixer, I want to change auto filter. So auto filter. Then point number 5, I can switch on and off the auto filter. I'm going to instead change the frequency. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 5th one down is frequency. So now I have a red dotted line that represents my frequency. This is point number 5. So if you look here, your point number 4, the device chooser should say auto filter. Point number 5, the automation control chooser should say frequency. And if you look here, there should be a red dotted line which represents your frequency. Now we're going to point number 6, which auto renamed itself as 1 on the next page. I'm sorry. Start at number 6. The plus button, page 7. The plus button moves the envelope down. Okay, now you actually have a separate track here called the frequency. If you use the minus button, it will disappear, but don't use the minus button. Okay, so this is where normal is. Normal. I am going to point 3. Click on this thing. When I click on this thing, a dot appears. It's called a breakpoint. And I'm going to click near the beginning, and I click again, another dot appears. Now that I've got these dots, I can move the dots around. And if I move the dot at the beginning down to something like maybe it shows you the number, right? 100 hertz. I have now created an automatic change of the frequency. What does that sound like? So it has actually gone from being muffled to becoming bright. If I want to make it more obvious, what is the setting on auto filter that I can add? Remember, the setting that makes the frequency change more obvious, it makes the thing resonate, it's called the resonance. So I'm just going to add in another, under device chooser, auto filter, instead of frequency, now I choose resonance, and I click on the plus again. So now I have resonance. I have another line for resonance. I'm going to make a click on a point here at the end and click another point here at the end, and I start resonance from a high resonance. A high resonance. So I get so this is the way you can create changes in the effects. You can change anything in the effect, whether it's your dry and wet or whether it's the frequency and auto filter. So go ahead and try for yourself. Try changing the frequency and auto and resonance of the auto filter, or try changing the dry and wet of the delay and see what it does for your music, this automation. Okay? But whatever it is, the main thing that you will need is you want to apply this to that 30-second or 1 minute piece of music that you're going to make. Always focus back on the 30-second or 1 minute piece of music to make. Now, if you have gone ahead already, try out more. Remember, there are dozens and dozens of effects, dozens and dozens of parameters, dozens and dozens of loops. So basically, you can try forever and ever and ever and ever. Enjoy, explore. So go and try. And if you need any help, ask your group leaders.